Black Wrestlers You Should Know, brought to you by Premier Pro Wrestling. I'm Randy Ritchie. I'm a veteran in the industry. I've been there, done that. Today, we're going to talk about probably, and he's credited as being one of the first, I guess, a real pioneer, Viro Small. Now check this out. Viro Small's career as a boxer began in 1870. There is a debate over whether his wrestling career started at this point or later in 1881. The match in 1881 was a collar and elbow match against Mike Horrigan as a substitute for another wrestler. While he lost, Horrigan was very impressed with Small's ability and he agreed to train him, took him under his wing. Viro Small's career began to take off after this, wrestling under the name Black Sam out of St. Albans and Rutland, Vermont. Small won 63 matches between 1882 and 1892 and the Vermont Collar and Elbow Championship twice. Guys, think of how huge this is. A black champion? These wins made him possibly the first champion of African descent in the United States, but there are conflicting accounts and competing claims to this distinction. Well, I'm going to go ahead and believe it because I want to believe it. This guy is so accomplished, it's probably not too hard to believe. These titles also gave Small the chance to travel the country in the county fair circuits in New England. At the fair, Small and Horrigan would team up for various shows. Horrigan would challenge members of the audience to get into the ring with Small, and the volunteer could win money if he lasted a certain amount of time in the ring. Small moved to New York City and wrestled in some of the toughest parts of the city, including at a tavern named Bastille of the Bowery, owned by former boxer Oni Gorrigan. The bar contained 2 rings for boxing and wrestling contests and was notorious for crooked management, go figure, rowdy patrons, and an overall seedy atmosphere. Gorrigan reportedly won a decision over opponent in the Bowery by having his henchman aim a gun at the referee's head after the first fight. A lot of people say that this is what the movie Paradise Alley by Sylvester Stallone was based on, only they did it 40 years later in a 40-year-later setting. On September 3rd, 1882, at the Bowery, Small had a match with Billy McCollum that ended in a no contest after a major argument started between them. Upset by the fight, McCollum attempted to murder Small later that evening while he was sleeping, shooting Small in the neck, but Small survived. Other frequent opponents in New York included Captain James Daly, Harry Woodman, and Joe Ryan. Small's last recorded match took place in 1885. All I can say is I'm grateful I didn't have to go through this, and I thought I'd paid my dues in the wrestling industry. Okay, guys, once again, Black Wrestlers You Should Know 2024, brought to you by Premier Pro Wrestling. Check out in the description how you can support Premier Pro Wrestling, and I hope you guys will enjoy these as much as I do.